Well, today we're going to talk about the Dragon Race, and basically this video is going to be about my concept on how Dragon Race should get added into this game. So this concept is going to cover the quest for Dragon Race, also the abilities for Dragon Race, the awakening, and also the quest for V1 and V2. And yeah, this is going to be a pretty exciting video because I love the Dragon Race and I do want to see a new race get added to Bloxfruits. So I think this is going to be a pretty exciting video for a lot of us. So we are doing a 50k gem giveaway on our other channel, the Anime Defender channel, that's actually doing super good right now. And also the main channel is going to be doing a permanent fruit giveaway at 100k subscribers and a Dark Blade giveaway at 90k subscribers. So if you want to see more content, go check out both of these channels and subscribe to both of them to be part of tons of giveaways on not just bloxfruits but also in Anime Defender. So don't forget to subscribe and let's get this video started. And now let's get started. I think in order to get this race, I think one of the things that you need to do is, number one, you're gonna need to go to this new sea event island, and it's already confirmed to be a sea event. And then after you go to this new island, what you're going to do is find a random guy or some guy in the sea event island, and you're gonna trade with him. And what you're gonna trade with him is maybe a couple dinosaur bones, which is already a confirmed item, and maybe a dragon fruit. Maybe you're gonna trade a dragon fruit with that guy in order to get the dragon race. And one thing that you guys should know is Dragon Fruit is going to be super expensive in the next update. It's going to be around 5,000 Robux and its value is going to be really high. So in order to get the Dragon Race and you have to trade a Dragon Fruit for it, I think that's going to be very fair because I think the Dragon Race that I'm going to be proposing is actually going to be very overpowered as well. And by the way, before I continue, this is a fan theory. It's just a concept. So I don't want people, coming in here saying, oh, you don't really know how it's going to happen. Obviously, this is just a concept on how the Dragon Race that's actually been leaked could get added to the game. Now for V1, obviously, we have the flower quest in C2 in order to get the V1. And then I think, it should be like that. I mean, we shouldn't change the V1 quest for the Dragon Race. But for the V2 quest, I think a very interesting quest line to do. Sorry, the V3 quest. The V2 quest is the flowers. The V3 quest is going to be the guy that wants to ascend his Dragon Race. And he's gonna have to kill 20 or 5 people, maybe 5 to 10 people that has the Dragon Fruit, okay? And since the next update is going to include the Dragon Fruit rework, the Dragon Fruit is going to be very overpowered and it's going to be very hard to fight them because it's going to be a very strong fruit in the next update. So most people will have a hard time getting this, especially if you can't PvP well. But yeah, I think it's going to be a very fun way to get the quest, the V3, and making you need to fight other players in order to get the V3. Now for the race awakening, I think the race awakening for the Dragon Race should be very different compared to the other race awakenings, because right now all the other races need to do the trials in order to get the awakening. But I think for the hybrid Dragon Race, I think you should fight the dragon boss in order to get the awakening. I think you have to do a trial, and then after you do the trial, you're gonna fight the dragon boss. And after you fight the dragon boss, you're gonna get something that's gonna allow you to awaken your dragon race to the race V4. And I think that's gonna be a pretty great way to handle it because it's not gonna be too boring. It's gonna include PvP, it's gonna include fighting bosses, and it's also gonna include some grinding to maybe get materials and also fruits to trade in order to get the Dragon Race in the first place. So yeah, that's my theory on how to get it and also how to awaken it. And now let's talk about how or what abilities should this new Dragon Race even have. But before that, the Dragon Fruit is going to be super expensive in the next update. And I honestly think that the Dragon Race is made in order to go in tandem with the Dragon Race. Or the Dragon Race is made to kind of match the Dragon Fruit. You can't do that if you don't have the permanent Fruit of Dragon, which is going to cost 5,000 Robux. So if you don't have the money to buy that, and that's where the sponsor of today's video will be coming in. KINO is an amazing app that ranks the best quality Roblox games. When you play higher ranked games, you earn KINO coins. Earn enough KINO coins and redeem them for real life Robux. Make sure to use my referral code KM4DJ when signing up to earn 300 KINO coins for free. We will also be doing a permanent fruit giveaway for everyone that uses my referral code when signing up on KINO, so don't forget this very important step if you want a free permanent fruit. And now let's talk about the abilities of this new Dragon Race. Okay, we actually have a ability leaked already, which is the Dragon Leap. I think that's a pretty interesting one. I think that's going to be a pretty interesting one to do it. But I think it shouldn't be just a jump. I think that's going to be very boring if it's just a jump. I think one of the ways it should happen is I think it should be an attack move. Okay, like maybe if you jump space, if you know double jump, you know, with the hybrid dragon or the dragon race, you should have damage. You should leave behind a shockwave, or you should damage people that's close to you. I think that's one way that they can do it. And after that, besides that, actually, I think one way to do it would be a fire beam attack or a dragon beam attack. I think one way to do it would be that. Oh, this is credits to King Luffy here, but this is actually kind of how I see it. So for example, Pandemonium, this could be Dragon Leap right here. So you could jump forward, or you could move forward, and you could, you know, smash your enemy in the ground. I think this is going to be a very good one. And also the next one is going to be Heath Breath. I think this is going to be another very good ability, because if you are going to, you know, add the Dragon Race, I think it should be the first race that focuses a lot on abilities, on offensive abilities. Because right now, the races, for example, Blink, Cyborg, Skypiea, they don't actually do any offensive stuff. So I think the Dragon Race should be a race that can do offensive stuff as well. So I think having a Heath Breath be part of the race abilities for the Dragon Race is going to be a very good addition, because it's gonna be also it's going to fit the team of the dragon. Okay, it's gonna fit the team of the dragon, and it's also going to be very overpowered and very strong. And then you could also have maybe an ability like the Great Roar. So I think the Great Roar should be an ability as well. And basically what this should do is stun enemies. I think if you've seen Solo Leveling, and this is gonna go into spoiler territory, but there's a skill by Sung Jin Woo that he can use in order to basically stun enemies, and it's similar to a Dragon Roar. It's really similar to a Dragon Roar. So I think adding an ability like that to the Dragon Race that actually stuns people will be very overpowered, and I think it will be very cool to see an ability like that as well. So yeah, I think we should also talk about the V3 ability. I talked about possible Race Awakening abilities, but now I think the V3 ability should be discussed as well. I think we should have the hybrid form be an ability of the V3. I think the V3 should have the hybrid form. So every time you press T, and you know you have this effect on you, I think the hybrid form should also have that. I think that should be the hybrid form should be that for the Dragon Race. So every time you basically press T and you activate your race ability, the race ability, not the Race Awakening ability of Dragon Race, should be the hybrid form. And I think that's going to be very awesome as well, especially since I said this Dragon Race should be very hard to get, because it should be hard to get since it is a new race, and it's also going to be very powerful. So imagine using the Dragon Race alongside the Dragon Fruit, alongside the Dragon Heart Sword. I think it's gonna be very cool to see this in the next update, if it's gonna get added in the next update. Yeah, hopefully, one thing that I hope is that they don't make this a bad race, because that's gonna be very disappointing. I think they should definitely add some of the stuff in this suggestion, and they should definitely add the hybrid form of dragon, the dragon hybrid form to the Dragon Race, if anything. Yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.